Okay. Whew. So the first scene that we're doing is going to happen basically almost immediately after the end of last session. So Sylvia got mad at Bryn for being ableist. Do you want to summarize this actually, or do you? Am I good?
Sure, sure. I'd love to.
Okay.
Uh, so Bryn's debriefing meetings managed to derail at literally the second one the team has ever done when he tried to tell Sylvia, "Hey, your giant robot you use as a mobility aid, you should probably just be fine with wrecking it." Which she was not happy about. She literally stormed out of the meeting, doing the second most unprofessional thing she has ever done in this session after the time she threatened a 16-year-old in a bar.
That's true. There's this. She could get so much more unprofessional. It's fine. We could go deeper. Because Bryn turned off the data in that room, Diafault noticed this instead of being engrossed in whatever bullshit she would be normally doing on her phone. So, a day has passed since then, and Bryn and Sylvia talked it out. But Diafault doesn't know that because Diafault was busy harassing Kovanen. So, and harassing Isadora. So, just like Prella's harassing me and trying to get my breakfast. Yes. So now it's the morning, like around default waking hours, which is probably like more late, like early afternoon, if we're being honest here, because she's a teenager. Teenagers are never up like earlier than 11 a.m. So default's gonna just like I guess like knock. She might actually not. We'll do that. She'll totally no. She's not in a knocking place. We're not on knocking terms yet. So boom into Sylvia's room. Uh, it
The scene she comes into. Uh, Sylvia's room has not been described yet, so I'm going to take the opportunity to set the scene here.
yeah.
It is filled with sketches.
Mm-hmm.
She has taped them to the wall above her bed, over in.
Hold on. I should probably be not audibly eating breakfast while you're narrating this. Do go on. Uh oh, did your mic die
Yeah.
again? Oh no, there you go. Okay,
There's a
sorry.
desk in a working space that used to belong to. This was previously a doctor's quarter. It was
Yeah.
converted into living space.
Yeah.
She's now using a workspace. There's just 2 pages worth of sketchbooks there, and an open uh, an open browser window essentially to with like 4 tabs open, and it's just the license catalogs for IPS North Star and Smith Shimano Corpro.
Mm, that's pretty
She,
cool. Keep going. Sorry.
you can see just like she's not a particularly good artist, but you can see that a lot of like effort's been put into them. Other than that, the room is incredibly Spartan. Uh, when Diafault comes in, Sylvia will actually be, for the first time in the entire game on camera, not in her hard suit.
Nice.
She is in bed, covers up to her waist, kind of like scrolling along a little tablet, looking at more or less the same information. Her hard suit is in the corner, and beside her hard suit are a pair of crutches and a leg brace, which is currently not attached to.
Okay. Yeah. So default just.
Oh, one
Oh,
other
sorry.
detail
Go
for this
ahead.
room: there is a rail that is moving at about waist height, moving all the way along it,
Okay.
for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So default just Kramers in as she do. You know, just boom, whoa. You know, in a zany way, and skids to a stop, and actually marvels at all the art. It's not the best, but you know, she can respect. She can respect the emotion behind it, right? So she's marveling at that for a moment. She's momentarily forgotten why she even came in here in the first place. But then she remembers if she's not talked to at first and perks over to Sylvia and says, "Oh wow, cool art." Also, yo, Sylvia, what was the deal with that? Without really defining what
Sylvia,
that was.
Sylvia just fixes her with this look that says, "Are you really? Why are you in my room at 6 in the morning?"
It's 6 in the morning. She checks like
Is it?
she pulls out her phone and checks. It is absolutely 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on Hong Kong time. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I forgot to set my watch to Sylvia time. That happens.
I'm set to military. You know what? We're not gonna worry about this. What did you want to know about? Why are you in my room?
Okay, so hear me out. I noticed you got, maybe, yeah, no, let's do it. You got upset at Bryn, for some reason. I don't know, but it's clear you were upset. I'm not. What up with that, girl? She rubs at the back of her neck. She is not in her element. She is not
Sylvia
having a good time with this.
Sylvia just very, very gingerly begins to push back the covers that over her. She sets down her tablet and slowly, kind of painfully, mostly dragging the lower half of her body, which is not nearly as responsive as the upper half. She kind of puts herself into a position where she's sitting on the bed, her legs hanging over the side. She's been sleeping in just very regular pajamas.
Mm-hmm.
But as she turns, Diafault can get perhaps the best look she's ever had at Sylvia's back, which does have a jutting out of it. It's pretty well polished, so it looks a little silvery, but there is a physical, essentially neural jack coming out of her back.
Yeah, Diafault really wants to ask her how she sleeps with that, and also can't stop herself from now actually voicing that. How do you sleep with that?
Mostly I don't.
Ooh, insomnia. That's a gamer way. Respect.
Not even remotely. Sylvia
Also,
pulls herself up using the rail.
While Sylvia was like struggling, Default does like wince a little, but she's trying not to. Like, ooh, this is not pleasant to look at. Sylvia struggling, but yeah. So, sorry. Go ahead and continue to narrate.
Sylvia manages to pull herself up and slowly, kind of using the railing on the wall and with a lot of effort to try and make her legs do what she wants them to do. Which you can tell, like, she's not even pretending like she's trying to pay attention to Diafault. Her mind is just on the task.
Mm-hmm.
She makes her way over to her hard suit, which more or less her hard suit is a little bit bulkier than other characters. It's kind of more like, it looks a little bit more like Fallout power armor than a standard hard suit might.
Got it. Yeah.
And as she kind of manages to pull that on, it clicks into place, and once she's got that on, she actually stands up, cricks her neck, gives her arm a couple of pumps to make sure she's got full range of mobility, very gingerly takes a couple of steps in it, and then just kind of like breathes a sigh of relief. She's like, "So, I don't think you've seen me outside of this, have you?"
That would be the first time, yes.
Did you see the jack?
Yeah, that's sizable.
So it turns out when you put something like that in someone's back, there's some compromises that are made.
Default does like like dog hearing sharp noise, head tilt, but she's listening.
One of them is these, and she kind of wraps her fist on her legs. Hardsuit makes a little bit of a metallic noise. These don't work like they should.
If I was playing a better character, I'd have a better response, but I'm playing Diafault. I can't be wholesome with Diafault. Yeah, Diafault just says, I can confirm that appears to be the situation that you are in. That happens to everybody that is this way. She kind of gestures at you, like, got your situation going on?
I am maybe the last person with my situation.
Oh. So, like...
I don't...
Oh, no, go on and finish. I'm sorry.
I lost touch with basically everyone else in the same program. If they got out, they got out, but I took the first exit I could. I do know that the fatality rate for these surgeries was about 7 in 10, and most of the people who did live, I'm the lucky one.
That gets a real, like, hiss breath through the teeth grimace from Diafault. Well, that's an optimistic way of looking at it, I guess.
That's the only way I can look at it. Can you... Over on my desk, there's a bottle, there's actually, like, 3 of them. I need the white one with the red label, not the red one with the white label or the blue one.
Alright, she'll
Mind, I'm really woozy.
Yeah, she'll head over there and she will get, you said the white one with the red label. She'll grab that one. Make sure it is, like, she holds up the red one with the white label, just kind of see how different they are from each other for just a moment, but then, gets the correct one and brings it over and, like, hands it over to you like a good kid. Like, there you go. Oh, and she'll also, oh my god, in a rare moment of thoughtfulness, like, pick up, like, one of those, like, little space drink containers, so you actually have something to take it with, too, from, like, wherever you keep that shit.
It is a former medical office, so actually there's probably, like, multiple of those around here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Sylvia just...
So, like, an aware moment of not just bring pills, but actually a moment of thoughtfulness from Diafault of, she'll probably need something to take this with, too. Just grab her a Capri Sun or something.
Sylvia pops 2 pills out of the little bottle, screws the lid back on, pops the drink, smacks her lips gratefully, kind of nods. She's like, "Thank you."
It's
that. So those keep the pain at bay, and the other ones also keep the pain at bay, but have a different active ingredient, so I can take both of them at the same time without overdosing. And the blue one's a sleep aid. So if you were wondering how I sleep with that in my back, on my side mostly, and under duress.
Oof. Big oof. So when Bryn was like, you can just blow up your mech, that was like, you can just blow up yourself, wasn't it? Like, am I getting this right? Are we on the same level here?
I'm gonna be honest with you, kid. It is 6 in the morning, and I actually forgot what you came in here to ask me.
Well, I just repeated it. Yeah.
Yeah, that about sums it up.
Well,
also a sentimental thing. The Invicta's all I had after I got out of the Corp.
Shit. Well, I don't think he meant blow yourself up. I just don't think he sees it the way you do.
I'm aware.
Yeah. It's like, no, actually, I have nothing comparable. And then, like, she looks uncomfortable. And then the front snaps back up. But it's a gamer way to be this way.
Are you serious? right now, you're gonna do this to me. At 6:10.
It's 6:10 now.
Diafault, I know I don't get along the best with you or anyone, but you're a good kid, and you really should not be doing this job. But God help me, never, ever, ever come into my room and tell me that this is fun. I hate this. You know what's fun? Having this many sketches, and she just slams the wall. Not because you wanted to be an engineer when you were in high school, not because you like to do this stuff genuinely, although I did, but because it's all you can do now. I don't get to not pilot my mech. I can't be normal. You still have a goddamn. Sorry. This is not a good time. If you want to talk, we can do it over breakfast or something. I need to take my other pills. We'll get back to this later.
Default looks like she really wants to say something. Like, she even raises her fingers in a will actually kind of way, right? But she stops herself, and it like there a moment of like a brief flicker of like pain, like is on her face, and she just like bites her lip. Not like I'm done saying like I'm sorry. That's just a vocal thing I do. But she bites her lip, and she says, "Yeah, breakfast, sure. I'll see you around. I think, yeah. It's not like we're kind of trapped in here together after all, but
Sure are. Remember the thing we were fixing up when the Flavor Town when we first started getting in here? I installed a couple of things on the main computer for you. They're not probably what you're used to, but I don't know. I have fun with them.
did you put Zork on it? Did you put Ski Free on it? You have fucking Minesweeper? Oh, I can't wait to check it out.
You should.
Cool. I guess I'll go get some Breffy. Yeah, I'll see you there. Oof. Look, yeah, it's not fun for you. I get it. But I'm having a blast. And she just, like, heads out.
Sylvia just shrugs. Oh, by the way, does Diafault actually check what was installed?
Yeah, she rushes, like, first, yeah, that's actually, I was gonna say first she eats, but no, she's a big G gamer. She goes and checks out what's on the computer first.
There is Ski Free.
Nice.
All that's actually
Hell yes.
there from that, because Sylvia heard Ski Free and found a copy of Ski Free. There's also like 50 different twines and old school text-driven parser adventure games.
Ah, hell yeah. This is the ancient stuff. This is old shit. I love it.
And in fact, if she checks, apparently Sylvia has uploaded her own personal saves on a few of them.
Aww. Default's gonna, like, check her progress later and judge her in a gamer way. On her gaming.
Very, very canon that this is one of the few things Sylvia does to amuse herself is play old parser.
Whoa, Peasant Quest? I wonder if she put the baby in the ocean. Gotta go see.
Yeah. How many times were you eaten by a group?
NetHack? I gotta see what if she's kept her logs of her NetHacks adventures. Man. All right, so yeah, that scene's done. Oh my god, it didn't blow up in our faces. I was worried, but
I know, right?
we did it. So a couple days pass from then, and Diafault is like super excited because her shipment of cannabis seeds comes in. Just gets a big crate of cannabis seeds, comes in like a couple dudes like just dock with the space station, and they bring in a big crate of cannabis seeds, and they just slap them down in the mech bay, and Diafault is just there waiting with like a yes, just yeah, give me that weed, and she like grabs it up in her mech and thanks them and pays them, and takes the weed seeds to the hydroponic garden because it's weed time, baby. And she's like pulled up all these like guides on how to grow the shit in hydroponic garden and how to like hydroponic your weed or whatever. She's been like researching these past couple days on how to do do weed right. She don't want to fuck this up. This is serious. So she starts like putting the weed in and getting it growing, and yeah, I mean it's the future, right? This is like specially designed ultra super fast growing weed. So it's like only been like maybe even like by the end of the day, it's already like sprouted a bit. And so we're at the late end of the day, and the cannabis has already sprouted a bit, and Diafault is in there just like chilling with the weed, with the cannabis, and she's looking around at like, she does like a surreptitious look around herself and just her, make sure, just me, in the hydroponic garden. And then she very, like, intentionally and overtly shuts off all the cameras in this room. We are no longer being recorded. Whatever's going on in this room is not being seen by anybody. And it is only at that point that she turns back to the weed and just like, hello, weed, cannabis, you're my only real friend. I'm just stealing your line because it's really funny. This sucks. Cannabis, I can't be real with anybody, like, ever, and it blows. And she just continues to, like, lament to the weed about how she cannot be she's fake, right? She's a fake person living a fake life. Like, everything about her is completely manufactured, and she cannot, in italics, be real at all, ever. To the weed. Just going on about that.
Wow. As she's really beginning to heat up with this, she might not notice right away, but the door to the garden does open, and standing outside is Sylvia, who just ran into the people who Diafault was picking up the weed from on the way out and was genuinely interested because, medicinal marijuana is a thing.
He's stealing my line, too. We're just going to steal from each other.
What can I say? It's what I do. And she just kind of hears Diafault going on, and there's a moment where she almost closes the door and leaves her in privacy. And instead, she decides to take a step forward. And unfortunately for Sylvia, she is wearing her hard suit, so there is no way to do that quiet.
Yeah, that's audible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Diafault hears that, like, I guess crunch, like clank crunch of Sylvia stepping into the hydroponic garden. And she does the whole anime whirl, I've been caught in the bath, in the hot springs reaction to this. Without, like, the chest clutching, because she's not naked. But she is metaphorically naked. She has just been caught metaphorically naked, not literally naked.
Metaphorically weed.
Yeah. And she just, like, looks like she catches, like, she acknowledges that you are there, and she recovers very quickly. And in an instant, that realness is just gone. And the brand is back, and she just grins at you. Oh, hey, Sylvia, check out my weed. It's already growing.
I noticed. I'd ask about the strain, but you've actually got it labeled already. I'm actually a little impressed. Uh, hey, I don't know if you wanted me to, and I did not come here snoop on you, but I heard everything.
She, like her lip twitches, right? As in shit, right? But she keeps the facade up. Her, Sylvia. Of course you heard everything, but that's just part of the act. It's all an act. It's all part of the brand. I knew you were there. I knew you were listening. We just gotta play our parts in the big theater of life.
But Kid, you know I went to high school, right?
Yes.
I can tell when someone's fronting. Okay.
I'm fine. I am Diafault. And this is all just part of the show. You've been a great audience.
I really haven't been. Diafault, I don't even subscribe to your Twitch channel.
Rude.
I barely know how pogs work.
You don't know what poggers is?
No, I really don't. And before you start to explain the process to me, you explain this whole thing to me. I don't care. But I do care about you because you are...
Okay, whoa.
You
No.
have a
No,
whole life
no.
in front of you.
No. You don't care about me. You care about Diafault. And that's cool, and I approve of caring about Diafault. Because Diafault is a good thing to care about and get behind. Alright? And I endorse it. I'm 100% behind being there for Diafault and supporting Diafault and giving a fuck about Diafault. I do too. Alright? But look. Everything is made up. Nothing is real. All this is just me being me. Sylvia, you are old school gamer. And that's cool as hell. And I respect it. I respect the old school. I looked at all your saves, and you got some neat stuff that you do. Some clever little commands that you put in those text-based stuff. You got a method to your madness that I can respect in a gamer way between mutual gamers.
I appreciate it, but I want you to know that I don't care about your brand. The only things that I find worth caring about you are the things that aren't that.
Diafault.
I don't know why
Sorry,
you decided to come out here to space, but do this. But if you want someone to talk to, I know I'm older, but I'm kind of the closest person here to your age. You can confide in me. And you know I'm not going to go slipping information about it on the OmniNet or something. Like, I barely remember my own logins for everything but the IPS North Star catalog.
Alright, well, we can just get you Dash Lane for that, but also...
What's a Dash Lane?
Yeah, I'll explain it later. Sylvia, nobody knows who I am. Nobody. You can't care about me because you don't know me. You've never known me. I don't show people me. I show people Diafault. That's all anybody ever sees. That's all you could ever care about. No offense.
None taken. And are you sure you don't want to give someone the chance to care about anything else? Default, I've literally never heard you use your first name, and that's the only reason that I haven't.
Well, I mean, that's because there is only Diafault, and I can only ever be Diafault.
There's other options, but I can't make you be anyone you don't want to be.
She like grins and says, "Ah, no, you can't," and that's a good thing. This is a choice that I'm making, and it's all about me. She winks, gotta build that social capital, get all the likes and subscribes. As I'm an egotistical pro gamer esports legend Diafault, and nothing else.
And I really, really hope you don't get hurt trying to be Default.
Well,
I'm gonna go take a look at your mech later if you don't mind. I have a couple of things I want to do checkups on with the hull. Make sure that the repairs that we did after the last engagement will hold up under new action. I can also do some work with the installs. I know you just got a new license. I might be able to help with that. I've been deep in IPSN. If you need me, I'm open. Good luck, kid.
thank you for the offer, Sylvia, but everything is made up and the points don't matter. See ya. And she'll just, head out first.
Sylvia's just gonna watch her go and then look at the plants, look at the door, and she goes, "What points?" Cut to black.
Yeah, we're good. All right.